This is Josh Heller,
This is Logan Ripley,
and you're listening to Sports Now on Radio St. Rose.
Internet radio service of the College of St. Rose in Albany, New York.
You're back here with Sports Now. I'm Josh Heller, as always joined by my co-host, Logan Ripley. Logan, how's it going today?
Well, you know it's going well. It's Thursday, the first day of the Masters, but we're going to start off with a little ice hockey. So we're going to start off with Hockey Minute with Josh Heller.
All right, ready? Get the timer ready.
And
Go. All right, so the Flyers and the Bruins are battling for the last wild card spot in the East. As the time that we are recording this, 2:40 p.m. on Thursday afternoon, they are both tied with 91 points, and I believe the Flyers have a game in hand, if I'm not mistaken. Meanwhile, the Red Wings are a couple points ahead of both teams, and they look poised to make it to their 25th straight playoff appearance for the Detroit Red Wings.
So the Flyers and the Bruins, they're really close. They're close right now. All right, stopping the timer.
I did stop the timer. All right, go ahead.
So who would you rather see in? Who do you think has a better chance of making it? And who should make it?
Those are three. You're going to need different answers for all three.
All right.
All right, so the first question, what was it? Who do I think, or who would be better?
In the playoffs.
Who would be the better team?
Yep.
Flyers.
All right.
Mainly because Steve Mason is really a lot better than Tuukka Rask this year.
Okay.
Next question, who do I think is going to get in? The Flyers. The Bruins are very cold as of late. Third question?
I think that was it.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I'll add
it was
my own
more
question.
Like, who do you think was going to get in there?
I'll add my own question. Who would I, as a Rangers fan, who would I rather see the Rangers play? The Bruins.
Bruins.
Yeah.
So between those two teams, they will probably play the Rangers in the playoffs.
No. The Rangers right now are poised to go up, unfortunately, against the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are
decent this year, not as good.
They're probably the
but
second best
good.
team in the East right now,
right.
behind Washington, not in terms of standings, but like power rankings.
Mm-hmm.
So the Rangers are going to be in trouble. I said it a couple shows ago. They'll have a first-round exit, so I'm prepared for it.
All right.
Timer starts now.
Back again.
All right. So Jonathan Drouin has been called back up to the Tampa Bay Lightning. We talked about that situation where he was sent down to Syracuse, refused to play, never got traded. Now he's back up after scoring pretty much a goal a game in the AHL. The Edmonton Oilers bid farewell to Rexall Place with a 6-2 win versus Vancouver. This is per TSN. In Rexall Place's history, 4 Stanley Cups presented, 5 5-goal games by a player, 7 retired numbers, 19 games where the Oilers scored 10 or more goals, 72 shutouts by the Oilers, 87 playoff wins, 735 regular season wins, and 5,010 goals.
Wow.
So Rexall Place has been around since, I think, 73, 74.
Yeah, definitely some good teams.
Yep, for sure, especially with Gretzky, Messier, so on and so forth.
And they started a new generation with McDavid. And
Yep. Wow, look at you joining in the hockey discussion.
Yeah, it'll take a couple seconds off your hockey minute.
Lastly, the Chicago Blackhawks called up Brian Bickle. His cap hit, I believe, is $4.5 million. He's been bouncing around between NHL and AHL, having a really off season. One of those gritty players that just, he provides the third, fourth line, but he's not as good as when they signed into that contract. People called out that contract from the start, and we just see the repercussions of that. Final time, minute 40.
Minute 40. Yeah, we're going to go over to the Diamond right now. Padres. Oh, boy. What is going on over there? Shut out in all 3 games versus the Dodgers. Is that the Dodgers' dominance, or is that how bad the Padres are?
I think it's game 3 of the season.
Yeah.
But the Dodgers are good. Dodgers are one of the top teams in baseball. They pay the most money. They pay more than the Yankees.
Right.
And yesterday we saw, I think he's Korean. Is he Korean or Japanese, the pitcher? We saw Kenta Maeda's debut. I forget where he's from exactly, but he signed a cheap contract, but it had a lot of incentives to it, a lot of bonuses. And he pitched scoreless baseball, and he also hit a home run in his debut.
Yep.
Home run to left field. I saw Clayton Kershaw freaking out in the dugout in the replay.
Definitely good deal for them.
Yep. I think it was 15-0, 3-0, and 7-0 were the finals of that series. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Pretty sure that was the first time a team has been shut out in 27 innings.
Yes.
Has not scored in 27, so we'll see if they keep that streak alive.
The Padres manager, I think it's Andy Green, said, quote, "We have 159 games left. We'll score a run at some point."
One thing to add on the Dodgers, what a team they've assembled this year and in the past few years. they are mirrored to the Yankees in their heyday of spending money, but I feel like they're spending it correctly. They're not making big deals of players that do not, do not put production out there. I guess you could say Carl Crawford could be that little hiccup deal, and maybe Adrian Gonzalez, but like they still had
Gonzalez one is fine.
Had good seasons.
I think the Gonzalez one is fine. Crawford's a bad deal.
Yeah.
But I like the Gonzalez one.
I think
Ethier's not great
They've
either.
made better. Ethier.
He picked it up though.
It's because he didn't get to play.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Matt Kemp will do that to you.
All right. So, what's on next here? What do we got?
Yankees minute now. The Yankees had a big win yesterday. It was 15-6, right?
Yeah, it
okay,
was.
Yeah.
Or 16-6.
It was one of those. Starwin Castro, the star, for the Yankees. He had 5 RBIs in this one, 2 RBIs in the first game.
Yeah, 7 total for his first 2 games, which ties the record, I believe, breaks the record for the first 2 games as a Yankee.
Yes.
Ties the record for first 2 games in the season.
Yep.
For the Yankee organization, I think it tied with Babe Ruth and a couple others.
Yeah.
Which if you're in any record book in the Yankees, it's going to be pretty good standings.
Meanwhile, on the other side, George Springer had a grand slam that gave them 4 runs, and then Carlos Correa had 2 solos.
Yep.
Now, do you remember when James Loney was the Yankee killer?
Yeah.
Carlos Correa is the new Yankees killer.
Yeah, he is a Yankee killer. He's swinging the bat.
He's
very
just a
well.
baseball killer. Honestly,
he hit 1 ball off Pineda. Pineda just threw Pineda. I mean, it's cold. It's cold in New York.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Pineda's not throwing as hard as he usually does right now. He's throwing about 93, where he can tip the scales at 96.
Yeah.
97 if he's got a strong backwind. But he threw one right down the plate about letter high, and Correa put it off the restaurant out there past the Memorial Park.
I think it was 469 feet, I think it was. Wow.
For a shortstop, that was pretty good. That's like 2 low numbers at shortstop. So
speaking of 2 low, let me ask you a question. Is there any debate that Correa is the best shortstop in baseball now?
There is some debate about that because
Who
I
do
feel
you
like
think?
some people are falling under the radar. Peralta is really good.
He's
really good, and at one point he was one of the best hitters in baseball. Tulo's been injured a lot, and if he stays healthy, he will be solidified as the best shortstop in baseball.
I still give it to Correa.
Correa's too young. After this year, if he keeps this production up and say
he's not going to keep this production
if he hits
up.
34
I did see him in the
runs,
30-30 club.
and he gets over 100 RBIs, and he steals 30 bases, and he plays the defense he plays, he will be the best. But you can't say he's the best in this early of the year when he didn't even play all of last year.
No, but I think you can say it.
I don't think
He's played just over 100 games. This was on Yes Network, and his numbers through 100 games are better than A-Rod's when he was first coming into the league.
Yeah.
And you remember how highly touted we were a little young, but how highly touted of a prospect he was. Was it Texas or Seattle?
It was Seattle.
It was Seattle.
And then he went to Texas.
Yeah. So, he was thought of one of the best at his time, and I think, like you said, Tulo's health is a big concern, but I think with the way, even just watching Correa swing the bat, he's just got so much power in his swing.
The swing he has is a Trout swing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's very short. It starts around his ear and ends very short in the zone. So
just the way that his hips
he's a contact hitter. He's a contact hitter. The swings that you would say are nowhere close to his is like Jeter's has a very long swing.
Mm-hmm.
And like players like that, but really good hit. I mean, yes, Jeter was a very good hitter because he had such great hands. If he was late, he could flip the bat over and still make contact, go the other way. But Trout is a very powerful hitter. I mean, he's a big guy out in center, but he's not like a Jason Giambi or a Jose Abreu, but he's hitting home runs just as far as those guys.
Those are two very different people.
Yeah, but he's hitting home runs as far as they did,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a lot smaller than them. It just shows bat speed, and I think that Correa has one of the best bat speeds in the league, and I'd like to see one of those stat casts or whatever they do on MLB Network on bat speed more often, because I think that plays a lot, and I think the quickest hands in baseball are going to be the best hitters in baseball.
Yep, I tend to agree there. So when we recorded the show yesterday, we said that Trudeau had 3 homers in 3 games. And then he hit another one, right, as we went off the air. So
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah,
I think
he
had
did.
2 home runs yesterday.
He had 2 homers. So he has 4 home runs in his first 3 games. Meanwhile, Trevor Story hit another home run. He also has 4 home runs in his first 3 games. First player in Major League history with homers in each of his first 3 games.
Yep. Yes. So he's starting. This is his rookie campaign.
Yeah.
His first year in the MLB, and he decided to start it off right. He's having a very good year.
Yep. Also, last show we mentioned that the Yankees played the game under protest against the Astros.
Right.
Joe Girardi said that the team did not file the protest paperwork.
Yeah, he lifted that one. And,
Yeah. I mean, what would it have done,
it
honestly?
would have done nothing. You know,
It's just a symbol.
You're just looked at as a crybaby after that, I guess. But.
Yeah. Also, we talked about Donaldson limping off last show. We talked about how he limped off the field. Manager Brian Gibbons says it is considered non-serious and it is a calf strain,
Yep.
which you called, I'm pretty sure.
I did.
Yeah. You're good at that on this show.
I'm very good. I call it before everyone else knows. It's just dumb luck.
Over to the NBA. The 76ers GM Sam Hinkie resigned.
Talking about dumb and without the luck part, he had none of that.
Yep.
76ers GM Sam Hinkie resigns. Wow.
Yeah, go off here. Go
Isn't
ahead.
it about time?
Yeah.
Would you say it's about time?
I'd say it's over
He
time.
drafts the best drafted player he has had is Nerlens Noel, and he wasn't even as highly touted as some of these guys that came out. He was in a weak draft. Yes, he got hurt his first year, but he's showing he's a very good player.
Yes, he is.
Embiid has yet to play.
Yep.
And some of the other guys, I don't.
I mean, I like Okafor.
Okafor
Yeah.
has had. I mean, he's a good pickup, and
Well, he's hurt now, but
I'd definitely have him on the Celtics, but you know he never had any sign of a question mark on him about his motor, his personality, and he's out there fighting fans when he goes to the Garden versus the Celtics, and he's getting speeding tickets going over 100 miles per hour. I don't think that's him. I think that's the team he's playing for, and we saw this with the Wizards when Gilbert Arenas was at the Wizards, and how he was good. Team he was playing against, guys pulling guns out in the locker room. It's about time to make a change. I'm glad they made a change at the GM and not the coach again.
well, it was him that made the change, though. It's not that they fired. Well, we don't know that for sure.
Well,
but
yeah, the owner.
they said he
asked
walked
him to
out.
resign,
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
I think it's about time he left there, and we'll see him on ESPN. What a joke he is. I mean, you get the first. I mean, the Cavs, they got lucky. LeBron came back. And
Yeah.
you could almost say their GM didn't know what the hell he was doing.
He just got lucky in the lottery.
He got lucky 3 times, and they would still probably not even make the playoffs.
What did those 3 pits lead to? They led to Kyrie,
I'll let you pick them. Yeah.
Kyrie, Bennett, and Wiggins.
Yep.
And then they dealt him. Okay.
Then they dealt Wiggins.
So 2
to
of
get
those
Love,
worked out. Yeah, 2 of those
and
worked out.
LeBron came, so they have a good team.
Yeah.
Wiggins would still be scoring 20 probably with Irving, and
Oh,
they'd
yeah.
be good.
Yeah.
But I don't think they would. I mean, Bennett didn't pan out, and that wasn't a good draft. I don't know. I feel like if I had 3 first-round picks back to back, 3 first overall picks back to back, I could do a little something with that. And what these guys have shown, they don't have the balls to make moves. I feel like he got lucky that LeBron came back. At least the Cavs owner, 76ers, has not done anything since Iguodala left.
Hey, they had double-digit wins this season, my friend.
They haven't done anything since Iggy left.
Yeah, that's.
But then,
yeah.
if you look at the other side of that, the Padres last year, right? Padres made all those moves last year.
Yeah, bringing in Shields and Myers.
Right.
And, yeah.
And you saw how the GM was too high on his team, making all
AJ
this,
Preller,
and they
yep.
probably set them back another 5 years of where they were.
I think it's AJ Preller. I might be
Yeah,
wrong.
they probably set them back even more, and we're seeing that beginning of the season. So you could say the GM needs to find that happy middle of saying, "Oh, we're gonna get guys to come in free agency. We're gonna draft the right guys, build a team." Quintessential Warriors. All right, we'll move over to the Timberwolves, who actually just beat the Warriors the other night. The owner of the Timberwolves, I don't know his name.
I do not either.
KG wants to be back for the 2016-17 season.
Thoughts?
KG,
As a Celtics
KG, you
fan.
haven't played at all this year practically. What are you going to do that can really help this team besides mentor? Why don't you just take an assistant coaching job? I think the Timberwolves would be very happy to have you as an assistant. This is your team. It's been your team for even when you're with the Celtics. When with Brooklyn, this is always your organization. I don't have any other thoughts. I don't think he can help the team besides mentoring these younger guys.
He's played just 38 games this season. He's had a knee injury. By the way, the owner's name is Glenn Taylor. Garnett is actually under contract for next season for $8 million. That I didn't know.
So that might be the thing.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to leave, they probably would have bought him out of that.
True.
And then he would have retired. So, I guess we'll see. He would be a good coach.
He's he's not like it's not like he would come back next year and be a starter. Probably.
Oh no,
I would imagine
he'd be off the bench.
Yeah.
He'd be doing
I don't think he could start.
He'd be doing less than David Lee minutes. But David Lee actually had a really good game last night versus the Mavericks. I don't know who won that game.
Who is he on now?
He's on the Mavericks.
Oh, he's on the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna look that up right now because that's a very, very big game for them. The Mavericks versus the Rockets. Mavericks won by 2 points, 88-86, and they're in the 7th spot, and the Rockets are in the 9th spot in the West, and the Jazz are in the 8th spot, and the Jazz are trying to hang on, which I hope they do because I picked them to say if they play the Warriors in the first round, they could give them really big, really tough matchup there. So
right, yeah.
So a good win for the Mavs. Rockets. I'm glad they're not gonna make. I don't want them to make it. With their
what do you think's gonna happen with that?
What?
With the whole Harden Howard situation, do you think Howard's gone?
I think Howard's gone. I think they're gonna make a run at Kevin Durant. I think the Celtics are also gonna make a run at Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that I think as well.
I think Westbrook's gonna make a run at Kevin Durant because he's kind of taken over that face of that franchise, even though Durant was a MVP there. But Westbrook is now coming into his own. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of players. LeBron can opt out after this year.
He could, yeah. Do you think he will?
Nah, I don't think he will.
I don't think he will either.
I think if he wins or loses, he'll probably stay.
Just imagine if we went back to Miami. Oh, the outrage.
They need a mix up. They need something new in the Cavs. I don't like the way their team's organized.
No.
And that's again their GM.
I don't like Tyronn Lue as a coach.
I don't either. I'd love to see LeBron a player coach, and we haven't seen that since like Bill Russell, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So I think he'd be a very good player coach, and he'd be a very good coach in the NBA because he's so smart. I think if you had like a player like Rondo on the team with LeBron, you could get a very good those two could be very good facilitators. But then again, you don't need LeBron to pass the ball all the time. He doesn't pass the ball, or he passes the ball way too much now. And they do move it very quickly because everyone else on the floor is a shooter, and he's probably at some points the worst shooter on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think if you have like a Rondo who goes, I'll have 15 assists and like 5 points a game. He doesn't care. Of course, Rondo killed LeBron all those years on the Celtics. I like it, but like I think he needs someone like that. He doesn't. Kyrie's more of a 2 guard than a 1 guard. I think.
Yeah. Over to Knicks country again, where Patrick Ewing has expressed his interest in coaching the Knicks. You already tried it with Derek Fisher. Get an established coach. That's not Kurt Rambis. He's an established loser. Speaking of Kurt Rambis, this guy to my left over here on the show yesterday called him a puppet. I'm guessing you listened to the show.
Someone must listen to it because they took my word.
He denied.
My adjective.
He denied the fact that he is a puppet. What do you think?
I think he's listening to our show and he feels hurt by my comments.
You think he's still a puppet?
I think he's still a puppet, and I think if Phil Jackson was smart, he'd make a move because his fan base does not trust him. Porzingis was just taking over the league for the first 3-4 weeks, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, it's Porzingis. He's just there now."
Yeah.
And that's mostly because the team has done so bad, and I thought they had a chance to make the playoffs.
One of our first shows you said that, and I said, I don't know.
Yeah, right. So I thought they had a chance. They don't have a chance anymore.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yep.
I think Rambis will be gone. I don't think Ewing will be the coach.
I don't think so
not.
Either.
Luke Walton will not be the coach.
No.
I think Jason Terry will not be the coach because that's been thought about.
Unfortunately, I think they're going to keep Rambis. I would love to see Thibodeau take over. But, again, Phil Jackson with that stupid triangle.
As long as Carmelo's there.
Melo said he wants to weigh in on the coaching choices.
I think that's a good idea because you want your players happy. I'd like to see maybe the old coach of the Thunder, Scott Brooks, maybe
Yep.
could be an option.
Where is he now? Anywhere?
Nowhere. I don't think he's anywhere. So
Not
I
even
think,
an assistant?
I don't think so. No, I think
I'll look it up.
You look it up.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, Scott Brooks. He, of course, those Thunder. He built that Thunder's program.
He did.
So I think he could be a very good guy in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else really?
He's not coaching anywhere.
Yeah, like you said, it could be Rambis or it'll be someone that no one's expecting, and I think Scott Brooks is an A1 candidate. So if you hear it first, you might have heard it here first.
Yeah, seriously, you're apparently the Nits insider as a Celtics fan.
Anything else to add about this puppet before we move on to
No, I mean, I agree
the
with
game
you.
with yards?
I just think even Derek Fisher said that Jackson's still settling in his position. I think he's just using Rambis as a little puppet right now, as a little marionette. So I don't know. They have to stick to a foundation and go forward with it.
Which that's why he's trying to stick with the triangle. Which I mean, I give him
credit.
I give him credit, but
it's just not working.
I'd give him more credit if he was the coach and the GM. That's all I'd say.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
All right, we'll move over to the National Football League here. Kubiak, Broncos will draft quarterback. Coach has spoken with Manziel. No plans to sign him, though.
Yeah. I'm not surprised by the fact that they are going to plan on drafting a quarterback, especially after they missed out on RG3. Well, not missed out, but didn't get RG3. Manziel would be an issue, I feel, in Denver. He needs help. And it's sad. It's sad to watch because he was so promising in college, but it's past the point where he's just a young kid, he's partying. It's at the point where this guy needs professional help, and I don't think. I don't know.
If it was a situation where yes, he needs help, and they had a quarterback there that was older, like Peyton, or someone that, but they do. They have a quarterback that's the GM that would bring him in.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
He could definitely help them, help him. He didn't have the same problems as him. Not many people do. Some people do.
Nope.
Denver might be a better place for him. It's not a very big city. It's pretty far. It's a far flight back to New York and places to party in there, but it's also closer to Las Vegas.
Yes, there you go.
So. Yep. Maybe if the team was in England, then he'll go there, and that might be something to look for.
Yep.
Manziel going to the Broncos. Why don't you just keep Tim Tebow then? So.
Good point.
That's how I feel.
Okay, I can see that point. Now over to Buffalo, Bills linebacker A.J. Tarpley, 23 years old, has retired due to concussions.
Yeah, he said 4 or 5.
I think it's 4.
Yeah, he wants. His statement was that along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, that he wanted to keep his cognitive abilities, which many people do want to keep.
Yeah.
And he's made a little bit of money, not a lot, and he decided to think
health comes first. Health comes first.
Yeah, and right now,
or at least it should.
evident more than ever. J.J. Watt even stated that he's going to play as long as he's the best in the NFL, and once he's not the best anymore, he will leave. And when that time comes, it might be in about 4 or 5 years, and people will be surprised. 4 or 5 seasons, rather.
Yeah.
And people will be surprised, but I won't be because, like I said in other shows, the game's getting younger, which is good for the game and good for people. And I think there should be an age limit in the sport. At least maybe for quarterback, I don't know, something to keep them from killing themselves, because some people will just play until
their body falls apart.
Yeah, because it's all they've had since they're since they're players in hye school, and they needed that. So.
Yep. All right, Logan, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Let's go over to the Masters update.
All right, we're gonna go over to the Masters. Masters Insider.
Oh.
Masters Now. That's going to be the name of our segment.
Okay.
Currently, Jordan Spieth on 18. The leaderboard is, it's pretty close-knit right now. Spieth is in the lead at the moment. He is, I believe, 5 under.
I think it's 5, yep.
It's Casey's in the group. Rose is up there. Watson's up there. Day's day is gonna be up there. Last year, I think 22 under won the Masters.
Really?
21. Or
Wait, was that Rory?
No, that was Jordan Spieth.
Oh, Spieth, I mean? Yeah.
Yes, and that was like, whoa. Like, and we're starting
Yeah, I
to see
think it was
again.
22 under.
He could finish this at 6 under today, and if he birdies 18, he could finish at 6 under, and then 6 times 4 is 24.
But
And he hasn't even made a lot
Can he
of.
keep it up for that
He
long?
hasn't even made that many putts. From what I've seen, he hasn't even made a lot.
Mhm.
And he's just playing solid golf, and a lot of people are playing solid golf. You have those guys that are from the pack of 5 under to like even playing solid golf, 1 over playing all right, 2 over all right. But then it's like this jump because the winds right now are strong as they've ever been at Augusta National.
Oh, yeah?
The winds are very strong in the afternoon, and those people that are just going off, I think scores are going to get higher. Jordan Spieth got the best time of the day to play. In the mornings, the winds were not as fast. The greens are always really running fast. So with the wind makes the greens even faster. And, it rained last night, softened them up, but then the wind dries them out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is the guys coming out in the morning finishing the rounds right now might be the high point of what we see. And you could see Jordan hang on to this lead unless some people get hot late, which I don't think is going to happen.
Okay. Is that all you got for Masters?
Yeah, for now. I mean, we'll have more later on, and we'll tell you how it all shapes out. But that's all I have for now.
All right. Over to the NCAA Frozen Four. Gets underway tonight, Thursday night, 5 o'clock. Boston College going up against Quinnipiac University. And then at 8:30, we have Denver University against North Dakota. My picks are Quinnipiac and North Dakota. And
I like Quinnipiac.
I think Quinnipiac can win the title.
Yeah,
I'm an RPI fan, so
I'm gonna pick Quinnipiac.
But my sister did go to Quinnipiac, so
yeah, I know.
they have a very good team. The Clifton brothers always stand out to me. Annis is good. They got a really solid squad there. They've been number 1 in the nation pretty much all but like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, you ready for trivia?
I'm just gonna add something. Spieth did birdied 18.
Oh, okay.
So he just birdied 18 and a very impressive start. So he's through 18 holes. He's in first place and he's 6 under. Keegan Bradley started off hot, but Paul Casey, I think he's lining up a par putt right now on 18, and he is 3 under today, tied for second. So you see that three stroke difference between first and second. And I guess we'll start trivia right now, and if we get any more updates in the Masters, we'll let you know after it.
All right, who went first last time? I think it was me, wasn't it?
You asked me first. I
thought I asked you. So you asked me first.
All right, I'll ask you first.
All right, what are my options?
We got baseball, hockey, or basketball.
I'll get the worst one out of the way. I'll go basketball.
Basketball?
Yep.
All right. Where are you?
Solid radio right now.
Okay. I've got it.
All right.
Here we go. Do you want? So you have basketball, and I'll give you the team, the Knicks.
Okay.
Do you want all-time leader in points?
Ooh, I did that.
In rebounds, assists, steals, or blocks? Which one do you want to take out of those categories?
I had to pick?
Yep.
I'll take rebounds.
All right. Who do you think it is?
Oh, I don't even get choices.
No, you get choices.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
Is it? I'll give you 3 choices. No, I'll give you 4.
All
right. Is it Willis Reed, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, or Walt Frazier? Rebounds.
I'm into Walt Frazier.
Incorrect.
Who was it?
Patrick Ewing.
Okay.
Patrick Ewing also holds career leaders in points, assists, and blocks.
I would have known points.
No, points, rebounds, blocks, steals, and Walt Frazier is the one who has assists.
Come on.
He was a bigger guard, Walt
All
Frazier.
right. 0 for 1.
right.
I'll take baseball.
Baseball it is. We talked a little bit about the money earlier in the show for baseball. And we'll go for the 2015 and 16 season. Who is the highest paid player in 2015 and 2016 in the MLB.
Like, they were number one both seasons, or what do you mean?
Yep, it's the same guy.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Is it Alex Rodriguez, Clayton Kershaw, Zach Greinke, or Yasiel Puig?
A-Rod.
Nope.
It's
It was
Greinke,
Clayton
isn't
Kershaw.
it? Oh, it's Kershaw. Okay.
I came up with those other ones off the top of my head. I only
Yeah.
had the answers.
Yeah. Well, I know Greinke is this year.
but
I knew he wasn't last
It
year.
was a hard thing. Hard thing was A-Rod. He was
I
the
knew it
highest
wasn't
paid
Puig.
player from 2001 season on to 2006, and Giambi was highest paid in 2007, and then A-Rod from 2008 to 2013. So if you look at all that, those are all Yankees from 2001 to 2013. Because I'm pretty sure Giambi played for the Yankees 2007.
He might have.
Which I think he did.
He might have.
All right.
All right,
So your last one is going to be hockey.
Crap, yeah.
This might be a tough. Pardon
It probably. Is it a historical question?
Yes.
All right, then, yeah, it's going to be tough.
Pardon my my pronunciations
I'll
of these
correct you.
Canadian, Russian, and Czech players. Who even knows?
I'll correct you.
Can you name the Rangers' all-time points leader? Number 1. A. Ed Giacomo.
Giacomin. Yeah.
Brian Leach.
Yeah.
James Patrick.
Yeah.
Or Ron Greschner.
Ron Greschner?
No. It's Ed.
No. Oh,
God.
No, I didn't hear the answer. I didn't hear the
All
answer. So the choices were
Brian
Giacomin.
Yep, Jockman, Leach,
Leach.
Patrick, and Greschner.
It's not Giacomin. I don't think it's Greschner. I'm into Leach. I'm going to be wrong.
No, it's Ed.
Ed.
I believe it's Ed Gotchman.
Ed Giacomin?
Jockman, yeah.
No way.
I
Wait,
believe it.
no. I need to confirm
From
that.
this is what it looks like.
You
in
keep
this
talking.
thing.
You keep talking.
Well, if I'm wrong, I'm going to feel
Yeah,
pretty
you're going to be
bad.
wrong.
Well,
You're wrong. Eddie Giacomin is a goaltender.
good luck. See, I fooled all of you. Who is it then?
I'll look it up. Hang on.
Why is Sporko killing me?
What was the exact?
Can you
Is that
name
the exact
Rangers'
question?
all-time points leader by number?
Oh, by number.
What's that
Yeah,
mean?
Giacomin's number 1. Like his jersey number is 1.
Oh, so why?
Jeez.
So why does the points? What does the points have to do with anything in this then?
The highest points for the jersey number they wear.
Oh.
So Giacomin is the best number 1.
Can you name number 7?
Number 7, Rod Gilbert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you name
Number 2,
68?
Brian Leach.
68.
Jaromir Jagr.
Can you name 93?
Messier.
No.
No. Stop. 93.
Yep. Number 93.
Patrick.
Petrie.
No, Prucha. No.
It's Nedved.
Oh, Peter Nedved. Darn it.
Why does he spell Peter P-E-T-R?
He's Czech or Russian, one of the two.
I told you.
Okay. Number 2 is Brian Leach. No,
well,
I'm getting this. All right, no.
Do you know 3?
3?
3, you get this right.
Oh, I have to get it?
No.
I know number 9.
Who's number 9?
Adam Graves.
No.
What?
Andy Bathgate.
Oh, he's old. Oh, he just died.
What about 11?
Messier.
Yep. All right. I'll give you
All
that
right,
one.
thank
right
you.
then.
1 for
Since-
3.
Since
Yeah,
I
you messed that
one
up, kid. Oh, jeez.
Well, how am I supposed to know the answer? I don't even watch
You should have read the
hockey.
question better. All right.
I assumed I could just get by with it.
Stop it. All right. So I went 1 for 3. You need
Yep.
1 to tie, 2 to win.
Okay.
All right. Baseball, basketball, football.
Whatever one you want to give me.
Basketball.
Okay.
Who is the leader in NBA history in personal fouls?
Personal foul.
Is it? Hang on. Sorry. Is it Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Oakley, Artis Gilmore, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Who is number 3 on that list? Oakley?
Yes.
It's Oakley.
Incorrect. He is 6th.
Who is it? One more guess. Is it, wait, who was the first one you said?
I think I said Shaquille O'Neal, didn't I?
No.
No.
Then it's not the first one. Who was it?
It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, was it? Wow,
Yeah,
that's
he
kind of
had
surprising.
4,657 fouls.
Well, Oakley, I'm pretty sure, played on the Bulls and the Knicks during that, 80s era, so I was like, oh, it's got to be him.
I don't remember who else I said. All right. Well, 0 for 1.
Artis Gilmore or something like that.
Oh, maybe. All right. Yeah, Artis Gilmore's third. All right. Baseball, football, or it doesn't matter.
Baseball.
Okay. Which active player is highest on the all-time list in on-base percentage?
All right.
Is it? And take
This is a good
everything.
one.
Take everything into account here. All right.
Okay.
That's my tip for
Yep.
you. Is it? Oops. Sorry. Is it Albert Pujols, Miguel Cabrera, Joey Votto, or Joe Mauer?
It's a tough one.
It is tough. I knew this one would catch you.
Did you know the answer?
I did
when you
not.
looked
I
it
was
up?
very surprised by the answer.
Is it Joe Mauer?
It is not. Joe Mauer
It's
is.
not. It's not Miguel.
Nope. Joe
so
Joe
must-
Mauer is 81st. Miguel Cabrera is 60th. So
Yes.
it's either Pujols or Votto.
It's probably Votto. Then he walks around a lot.
He does. Joey Votto,
Right? Wow.
16th all time with a 4.229 on base percentage.
Wow.
Pujols is 73rd with
Jonah Hill would love
3.965.
him.
Yeah, right.
in Moneyball.
Yeah. First all time would be Ted Williams with
That makes sense.
4.817.
Yeah.
All right. So you're 0 for 2. You need this for the tie. NFL. This might be a little tough, actually.
Yeah, they're all pretty tough.
All right, you
from what
ready?
I've heard.
In NFL history, which kicker has the highest field goal percentage?
All right.
Is it Rob Baronis, Matt Stover, Steven Gostkowski, or Dan Bailey?
In history,
History.
wow. Goskowski.
Incorrect.
Dan Bailey then?
Yes, it is.
Damn.
Bailey is the only person to eclipse 90%, 90.566%. Then Justin Tucker, then Gostkowski, then
Tucker
Hauschka.
is very good.
And then who else?
If you gave me Tucker, I probably would have picked Tucker.
I said
too.
Stover. He is 18th on the list. And yeah,
That's a tough question.
I win.
That'd be even a good one to ask of right now active would be a good
Yeah,
one.
well, of the top 20 on the list, 15 are active.
Yeah, it has to be because new time rules
Yep.
not new time rules, but the
Bailey-
rules of the time are.
Bailey, Tucker, Gostkowski, Hauschka, and then Vanderjagt,
Yep.
Nate Tating,
Yep.
Baronis, who is apparently retired. Didn't know that.
Is Dan Bailey? Who's he kicking for?
Dan Bailey, he's on Dallas.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and then Shane Graham, Robbie Gould, Blair Walsh. There you go at number 10.
Yep. Blair Walsh is very good. Too bad he can't make a 20-yarder.
Matt
Still
Bryant,
kills me.
Dan Carpenter, Connor Barth, Phil Dawson, Adam Vinatieri, Sean Sweezum, Josh Brown at 17, and then Matt Prater at 20. So there you go. I win trivia. Take
Nice.
that.
Good win. Good
Yeah,
win. That's
thank you.
another win for
Thank you.
you, I believe.
Yep. Master's clap for me.
Jeopardy.
Uh-huh. All right. So also, Ivan Nova had the save yesterday. Not sure if you saw that. We didn't mention that. He had a 3-inning save and a 15-6 win.
How does that even work?
If a reliever comes in and pitches the 7th, 8th, and 9th, they automatically get a save. It's so weird.
Really?
It's so weird.
That's something I've never.
It happened a
honestly,
couple times last year, actually.
I didn't know was real because I was like, all right, so it was like a blowout, and I'm looking at the end of the box score. I'm like, they must have made a mistake because Nova just got the save because it was, I don't know, it was definitely a little shocking.
Yep. It's a weird rule.
yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to add before we end it
I
off?
just want to add Paul Casey did par 18. Jordan Spieth is in the outright lead at 6 under. Rose is through 13. He is 3 under. Casey 3 under, finished. Bubba's only through 8 holes and he's 3 under.
Entertain me. Did Fowler par 18? Stroll all the way to the bottom. Also, Ernie Els had a 10 on the first hole for anyone who didn't see that.
He did have a 10. Oh yeah, he did have. We did talk
Seven
about that.
7 putt, right?
A 7 putt, which is
My dad could do that.
any of us could do that.
Yeah.
The Masters, I think.
Yeah.
I'm getting it right here. One second.
Fowler was, I believe, plus 7 going on to 18.
Yeah, he wasn't doing too good. There's a lot of VJ Singh's down here too. Fowler ended up 8 over 80, and he bogeyed the last
bogeyed
hole.
18.
He doubled his first hole, but then went birdie after that. Par birdie to get it to 1 under, and then he bogeyed 7, and then finished out even on the front. So it's like, all right, he's not playing that well, but he can get it back. Ended up bogeying 10, tripling 13,
Oh, jeez.
bogey 14, double 16, and bogeyed 18 for an 80. And
I think it's the
ouch.
It's the par 3 curse. You did a hole in one, and
Yep.
everything goes south from there.
Yeah, I don't know how Justin Thomas.
Yeah,
is
I don't
doing.
know. I don't know if he teed off
I don't
yet.
know if he's played yet, but yeah. So big names up there. Justin Rose, Bubba Watson, Jason Day is 3 under through 7 holes. One to watch.
Yeah.
Snedeker, who has not played a lot this year, he is leading the FedEx Cup points, I believe.
Yes, he is.
Or he's up there at the top. He has had this aching rib injury for I don't know, it feels like 3 years now. And has been struggling with it, but he is doing well today. To your note, Piercy is up there, tied for 7th also. Wood, Snedeker, Poulter's tied for 7th at 2 under. Stroman, Hoffman, Westwood, and Matthew Fitzpatrick, who is a younger guy from England, England. No, not England.
Northern Ireland.
Is it?
The flags look the same.
Is it
I
the
don't know.
Red Cross?
Yeah.
The white?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it might be Northern Ireland.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, that's about it. Usually the amateurs do well in the Masters. So a lot of them are struggling. The cut will be probably. I could see the cut being even or one over.
All right.
At this point. So.
You've ended off the past 3 shows saying the same thing. What do you want the fans to do, Logan? Watch
the Masters.
Third
Watch
time
the
in a row.
Masters.
Yeah,
Yep.
there it is. All right. Thanks for tuning in today. Make sure to follow our show on Twitter at RSR Sports Now. You can also follow my personal account at Josh_Heller20. Logan?
Mine's all lowercase LOGAN_RIPLEY.
You can find our archive shows on our YouTube page. Search Sports Now on YouTube and find direct links on our social media. You can find us on Facebook if you search Sports Now on Facebook. Thank you for listening to Sports Now on Radio St. Rose. Be sure to tune in next time for all the latest news around the sports world.